This is our first open house for Bluffton High School engineering. Kind of an exciting time. These three gentlemen have worked on a project for this entire semester. They're going to go through about a 20-minute PowerPoint, and we have some critiquers here. Jordan Ehrman, who is a engineering student right now at IPFW. Bill Dickey from Metal Dine. Randy Persley, who is a project leadway teacher for Homestead High School, and Kevin Newswater, engineer at Franklin Electric. So thank you guys for being able to come. Again, thank all of you for being able to make it tonight. This is a big night for us. We've never done this before. This is our third year for our engineering department to basically be around. A big thank you goes out to our administrators, our staff, our school board, custodians, the cooks, which you'll have some punch, cookies, and coffee later, so a big thank you there. And again, for all of you guys for being able to make it tonight. Mr. Barker has put together a local area business leaders, and they had a meeting tonight. Many of them are here in attendance, which I think is just wonderful. He started this basically to see, what do you need? What kind of employee do you want to hire? So that feedback to get from our local area leaders is pivotal. Otherwise, we're not doing our job as teachers. So big thank you goes out to the administrators, Mr. Barker, Mr. Bennett, Mr. Baker. You guys have worked very hard on our engineering program. I can't thank you guys enough. As far as tonight goes, tonight is a very special night, as I said. These guys have spent countless hours on building a prototype. Basically, they're in their third year of engineering, and this is their capstone project. Meaning, I'm not going to see them again. So, for them to go through 3 years and to finally get to this stage, I think they're a little nervous tonight, but they should do a great job. Their prototype that they designed basically came from an idea of saving a life. A few years ago, we lost our athletic director, and since then, I have tried to think of a way to prevent that from happening. And these guys have taken that idea and really ran with it. So, so they designed and developed, hopefully, a prototype that will remove a vehicle from a potentially dangerous situation. Okay? In Ron's case, it was a car fire. Maybe it's a chemical spill. Maybe it's being close to a river and they might get swept away. It could be any number of things. So these three guys have really done a wonderful job. A big thank you goes out to our fire department. There's three guys from our fire department here that was more than willing to host us as guests in their station for an hour-and-a-half tour. And they went through their fire trucks with us and all of their life-saving equipment. And honestly, without that knowledge, these guys couldn't do what they did. So, big thank you goes out to them. And also, one thing that I look at with our engineering department, with this being our third year and our first year for this class, there's a very high potential of growth here. And having all of you folks here, I hope you'll realize that. And I hope you'll realize the impacts that we could possibly have as a tight-knit community. Project Lead the Way started in New York in like 1992. New York, for the longest time, was the largest state for Project Lead the Way schools. Until about 3 or 4 years ago, Indiana is now the largest state. So I think that speaks volumes to our state. And so many times we hear some negative things come from about our teachers and about our schools. And this is one of those very positive, uplifting things. To be able to see what these students have done, in my opinion, is part of why I do what I do. So, and most of these guys are pursuing the potential of a career in engineering, and they have learned valuable lessons about not only engineering, but how things work, and being able to solve a problem, be able to go through and think on their own and figure out, okay, if that didn't work, what avenue do I need to pursue to make that work? And that's really what some of the Project Lead the Way based curriculum covers. So, like I said, they've already been through 2 years of engineering here at Bluffton High School. Their first class they took was called Engineering Design, or Introduction to Engineering Design. And on that class, they learned a lot on software, how to design something, what's good design ideas, how to sketch, how to do a three-dimensional model. And then their second class they took was called Principles of Engineering. And that took all the ideas behind design and it showed, does it work? For instance, there's a bridge building activity there where they have to design a bridge. So I took my ideas from my design class, carried them on to the principles class, and then I get to see, does that really work? And then this being the capstone class, the engineering, design, and development, which is what they went through this semester. Now we get to see, okay, I get to see if that works, but I really get to see if it works. I get to go out and test it. And they wrote all their own testing procedures. They got to, basically they kept asking me, well, Mr. Powell, do you think I should do this? Do you think I should do that? I said, I don't know, try it, see if it works. You know, and I was surprised by a lot of their testing things because I've never built one of these prototypes. So I got to see firsthand not only what they did, but I learned a lot. And that's part of teaching, is I get to carry that on to next year and hopefully have more students in our engineering program, and I get to learn, okay, that didn't quite work, so I need to refine my teaching skills. And hopefully these guys, 2 of them are seniors, they're going to go on to college, and they might, you know, take a lot of this valuable information on to college. Also with that, many people don't know this, but at Bluffton High School, we're doing dual credit. These 3 guys are going to get 9 credits going into college for free for taking 3 of our engineering classes. Now, 9 credits might not seem like a lot when you need over 120 to graduate, but that's about $1,000 value for free. So that's something that's very valuable to them and also to us here at the high school. We want to make sure that we're trying to prepare students for what's after high school, what's to come. At times, it was challenging for these guys. Not only in my class, but they still had 3 other classes to go to. Some of them had AP classes and so on. So, you know, they had a full plate. But like I said, I think they've done a very good job on their prototype and their testing and so on. So, kind of some other things about tonight, how I'd like to do this. These guys are going to come up and give about a 20-minute PowerPoint or so. There's going to be some videos and so on. What I'd like for you guys to do is, we have 4 judges down here, and they're going to be the ones to basically critique their project. They range from engineers to engineering students to teachers. And so they have some pretty good years of experience behind them. So once these guys are done with their PowerPoint, our judges are going to maybe ask a few questions. Maybe put these guys on the spot a little bit, see what they know, see what they learn. And then we're going to conclude our program here. And then we've opened up our engineering department. And we'd surely like all of you guys to stay for a little bit and to see where we do our learning at. So many times the public doesn't take advantage of coming to school. because it's kind of something that so many times it gets forgotten about. And so that's why I'd like to do this tonight, because to me this is a big deal. I like having you guys here. I like showing you guys our department. I like showing things off when I get a chance. So, you know, we as a department have spent a lot of money in our classrooms. We get a lot of that money from grants. I know, for example, John Bennett and Mr. Barker, and Mr. Baker, and all the administration staff, and especially the central office staff, have spent countless hours on working to get us money. In this day and age, money doesn't come free. Okay, you have to work for it. So, big thank you goes up to you guys and getting us some testing equipment. A lot of the things that these guys did, we were able to test in-house. You know, like I said, they designed a prototype to maybe remove a car from a dangerous situation, but they had to test to see, is aluminum better or is steel better? We can do that here in our department. We have some of those testing devices and some of the equipment, so that we can do that in our department during first period. Okay, 7:30, these guys come in and start doing those type of projects. And as far as the design goes, some of our design equipment, some of our software is really comparable to what's used in the industry. So these guys can possibly leave and have an internship at maybe some of the local leaders, some of your businesses. Also, being able to go to college. I went to Ball State for 3 years, and I happen to know that we have equipment very, very similar to Ball State. I've done that on purpose because I'm trying to get these guys ready for that next step. So, to be able to have the equipment that we have, the support system that we have, and also the community that we have, I think really speaks volumes for who we are as a whole, as a community. So, I guess without any further ado, I'll pass over to these guys. They're going to do their PowerPoint, and please enjoy.
This will be a presentation of our PowerPoint being with an engineering design development class. I'm Zach Price, Cameron Gerber, and Travis Coolbeck. Our PowerPoint will be covering there are more than 6 million car accidents each year in the United States, and a person dies in a car accident every 12 minutes, and there's 40,000 people killed in car accidents, and car accidents are the leading cause of death between 2 and 34 years, and someone is injured in a car crash every 14 seconds, and about 2 million of people
the center pump is broken, so just wanted to see if we could get to the window and hook it on efficiently, which is pretty cool. And this was our successful one when we hooked it to the front bumper of the car.
Research that was one day that was was nothing specifically intended to move cars with grapples. We did do research on a simple J hook, which is the grapple, and there was lots of anything with grapple was usually a grapple gun, which wasn't really in our area.
Yeah, we did patent research. We used Google patent search to research. As you can see, I've got some papers down in the other room, so you can look at those when I go on to our open house of other grappling devices, the closest things we can find, which aren't exactly the same thing.
I also forgot to mention, it's called the 62A, being that it's 6 feet long, and the 2 represents the 2 grapple hooks, and the A was our original first prototype. Basically, you just slide the tennis ball in here, and for the same release point, there's actually different increments, so we know what point we're releasing, and you just, it fires. And it actually landed in the bullseye in one of our testing videos. And then this was our device. It kind of got mangled in the testing. This bent when we pulled the whole device and actually got hooked in another van, and it popped off. This is where we hooked our center punch and our bolt back here to the chain.
You said yourself you're limited by money. Hardened Steel has never done that.
What?
I said Hardened Steel had never bet like that, but you were limited by money, so.
This, we actually, there was they redid the JV baseball field, and that was a fence post that we cut. And the round bar was scrapped Mr. Powell had. The only thing I think we purchased is the aluminum, and there's a set screw in there. I, being kind of anxious to pop a window, went to jab the window, and at center punch you use pressure. You guys know. You use pressure to pop the window. I just wanted to punch the window and it broke it.
I think if you'd have probably made these probably a little stronger here, used the hardened steel, but meet this J, probably come out about to here. I think you could have hooked the underside of that car and then it wouldn't have flipped over.
Yeah, maybe.
Actually, you guys got one of the basic components of selling this project down, because you'll hear it in the public sector, you hear it in the private sector. And engineering says, if we just had a little more money, we could do this. So that's something more broader.
They're well on their way, aren't they?
Here, screw a screw on there, and just pulls it apart.
This was kind of our workstation, our 3 computers. They all have design software on them. You know, Travis handled most of our design software. And then, through grants, we were able to purchase a laser engraver. They can engrave just different things with different logos. And we were going to put a model and serial number on it. We just never got that far. We ran out of time. This is just our station for laser engraving. And that's about our engineering classroom.